get it out into a guy who's ahead of our life. You know, we go through trials and tribulations so we can get closer to him, and I certainly know that. You know, I've had some slippage, and we've been doing some fun things, and he loves all of his children, but he's certainly interested in us understanding who he is, and just so grateful that you know, we're getting healthier, you know, at the right time, and having Kyra back is like having JJ back, right? And we need our bullets in the gun, if you will. And I just really loved how she handled the first time being out on the court, up and back, in about a week and a half, the way she did. And I tell you one thing, Georgia got better because Kyra was on the floor, and Jello can run the team with a person on the perimeter and also on the inside. So we're getting better. Stick with us. We got a long way to go, but we're taking baby steps.
Take questions from student athletes. Please raise your hand. I'll call on you. Just state your name and your media outlet.
Right, Donnie Joseph, Syracuse.com. Georgia, this one's for you. Coach mentioned the health of Kyra coming back. Ended up with 18 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. But what is her impact like off when she's not on the court versus now when she's back?
You know, she's on the court when she's on the court. She put in 10 rebounds and 18 points in only 20 minutes. So it helps me a lot because one time I remember I just went out for a layup. I thought I got fouled. I turned around and Kyra's gone end one. And she just seems to find my rebounds. And as a shooter and as someone that likes to score, that gives you the confidence to keep shooting those shots. So I'm so glad you're back, Kai.
Tyler Aiken, Citrus TV. Kyra, was there an adjustment period getting back into things coming off the bench for the first time this season, or did it feel like your teammates just kind of welcomed you right back and it felt like it clicked?
Oh yeah, no, there was no adjustment. I just go out there and play whether I start or come off the bench or play the last minute of the fourth quarter. I just go out there and do what I need to do, so there was no adjustment.
Do you guys being athletes, do you guys take this as a personal challenge? I mean, Miami's kind of in the middle of the pack team, high ranked. Do you kind of look at it as saying, like, that record doesn't matter, this is who we are, the way you guys play today? Would you say that pretty much speaks about the way you guys are looking at it for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, the focus is always us. We're just trying to improve, you know, this team. We're just trying to take steps in the right direction no matter who we play.
Questions for you. I'm Tim Wilcox with the Daily Orange. You guys have faced a lot of top ACC scorers this year. How much in the game plan was slowing down Haley Tavinder today?
We definitely knew that she was a scorer coming into the game. So I think that we guarded her well. She still had 17 points, but I think that a lot of other people had to step up, and we really played team defense, and that showed in the defense.
No one else down, also the Daily Orange. Kyra, my question's for you. Obviously, as has been said, it's the first game back in 2 games. I guess just how did it feel to contribute so much to today's game?
It felt good. I felt like almost helpless when I was out. Like I tried my best to, you know, talk to them when they came out and timeouts and talking to my bigs, talking to the guards, telling them what I saw from a, you know, on the bench and out perspective, but it was just hard to, you know, see some of those close games go down without me out there, and I'd rather, you know, lose with them out there than lose on the bench and feel, you know, that helplessness. So it felt really good to get back out there and lose or win, just be with my team, you know, so I'm glad we got the win, but it just felt good to be back out there.
Scott, CA89, Georgia, you got a lot of opportunities in free throw line at the end of the game. What's going through your head? You know, kind of the game in the balance. It's crunch time. You got to make these shots. What's going through your head when you step up to the line?
Just knowing that I'm a good free throw shooter and just putting the ball in the hole. I was not happy that I missed 2 free throws today, but just I knew that I had the confidence I wanted the ball when it was out of bounds because I knew stepping up to the line, I had confidence in myself to make the shot.
Sam Reese with Z89. Angelica, I'm curious, you know, now 16 games into the season, coming over as a transfer. Can you talk about what the process has been like for you in terms of just being more comfortable, kind of commanding the offense and driving the basket as you showed tonight?
Yeah, great question. I would say just throughout the whole time I've been here, like my teammates have instilled confidence in me to just be the point guard, and so has Coach Jack. whenever I come in the game, just to be me and be free. And that's really how I just gain my confidence and just play basketball.
Any more questions for student athletes? Last one right here.
Don with Syracuse.com. George, this one back to you. Very physical game today. I think you probably were on the floor maybe a dozen, maybe even more times. Can you just talk about just that experience, and maybe is the physicality something that you guys like more because this is a win and it was a very gritty win?
I love it. I love it. I love it. You see this cute little thing I have right here? Yeah, I'm sick of getting hit in the head and hit without anything to show for it. So I'm quite proud of this one. So we'll see how it turns up tomorrow. But no, we love the physicality. We want to bring the physicality, and it was fun out there.
All right, thank you, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
See y'all later.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, questions for Coach Jack? Start over there on the end.
Hi, Coach Jack. My
Hi.
name is Audrey Becker. I'm here with the position. And speaking of physicality, I noticed really early on in the game that this Orange team was really pushing the pace. Was that by design? Was that just nerves or excitement facing this Miami team? Or can you explain that a little bit?
We're trying to push the pace a little bit for us because I think that we have a faster pace, and I think that we think better on the fly. I still think that we're not taking enough possession. 68. I think that my hope is to get us to 675 possessions, and I just think that we play better when we play faster and freer, and we're on our way. Thanks.
Joseph.com. You're usually pretty vocal, and on the sidelines, you're a presence out there for sure. But I think tonight, maybe a little bit more so. I remember there was a jump ball tie up there. You were literally jumping up and down on the sideline, and then a rebound by a guard. You were fist pumping. Can you just talk about the little things and how that sort of contributed to the overall win tonight?
Well, I've been on them hard for the last 2 days. We've been talking about the word discipline and fire and taking what we think belongs to them. And I've been really critical on a lot of things. And in practice, that's how I'm supposed to be. And I haven't been doing that as much as I needed to. But games is when you're supposed to be with them. And I'm noticing in games I've been, talking a lot to the officials and not really making it about them. And we've all had to learn through these losses that we've accrued. And I learned a little bit about myself. I got to be with the players when it's game time. In practice, I can get after them. And it seemed to work out. And can't wait to practice because I got a lot of energy I got to release. Thank you.
Coach Tim Wilcox, Daily Orange. Toward the game, Miami's cutting your lead a little bit. Number 8 for them is hitting a lot of shots. But Sophie, she had that 3 about 2 minutes left. Can you describe your reaction when you saw that 3 go in for her?
Well, she's been struggling the whole game, and it's really hard. These kids come from all over the world, and Sophie's family's here, and it's their last game that they're going to see. And I know she wants to impress them. I know that she wanted to really have a great game, and it just wasn't working in her favor. And I kept subbing her out and saying, "You're okay," and getting her back in and subbing her out. And I said, "I didn't tell you to make the shot. I said, you're supposed to take the shot. That's what you're supposed to do." And she took them and she missed them. And that one that she made, I wanted her to really feel what that felt like. And sometimes you got to burn a timeout to take care of your players. And I think that's when she became free, when we really kind of celebrated her success, which we know she can do. But that's what we try to do. It's like, I love these young ladies. You push them hard, but you go home crying because you feel like you hurt their feelings, understanding that it's going to make them better women. But today was her time to get that time out so we can all celebrate with her.
Coach, Eli Johnson from NBA Online. Just knowing your track record, clearly this season hasn't gone the way you wanted it to go, clearly. But you've had ups and downs before, and it's always, no matter what struggles you're going through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You've always shown that every season. What are you seeing from this team that's giving you, or helping you see that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel this season?
It's their light. These young ladies are working their tails off. I've been on the other end when I really tried to force a team to really play for me and play hard for me, and they just weren't going to play hard for me and it wasn't going to end well. This is not the team. this team really are trying. They're really giving their best effort. And it's just not working out sometimes, right? And you want to win, you want for the community, for the school, for our amazing chancellor and great AD. But at the end of the day, you got to go through lessons that he's going to put you through. And this is a game that I'd rather be trying to figure that out with. And I just know that our better days are ahead of us. This is a good day to start, but it's so not about me anymore. You know, at 58, it's about these young people. And I'm glad that he chose me to lead this group because I think they're pretty special. Thank you.
Yeah, Sam Reese, Z89. You mentioned earlier, Coach, how you feel like your team plays best at that fast pace as we saw today. I'm curious, do you feel like playing at that fast pace tonight almost threw Miami off its game to the point where they were trying to keep pace and turning the ball over as well?
I don't know, because I'm really not the smartest coach you're ever going to talk to. A lot of coaches can tell you about the opponent team and all their idiosyncrasies. All I know is about us. And I know what works for us. And I know what winning looks like for us and how our pace is for us. And I don't know what, that did for them, but I knew that they were gassed and we were in shape, Even yesterday in practice, you usually go softer day before a game. I pushed them, and they just got better and better and better. And we went for like 2.5 hours. And at this time, you usually kind of curtail back a little bit. I'm not doing that. You might be better than us, but you're not going to be in better shape than us. And I thought they got winded a little bit. I thought number 8 was taking some outlandish shots, and they were going in. Eventually, one was going to miss, and the right one missed at the end. And Kyra got yet another rebound. So we're building it, guys. We're building it, brick by brick. It is not as fast as we all want, but it's as fast as he says we can go. And we're staying, steadfast and ready to continue to take on a stingy Louisville team on Thursday.
Last question right here in the middle.
Hi, Coach. Noah Nussbaum, Daily Orange. Obviously, we've talked a lot about Kyra Wood's influence today, but I just wanted to ask, what did you see from her that you, overall, what did you see from her that you liked today?
What I saw from her before this game was how disappointed she was that she couldn't be out there. Some people would sit out and they're like, oh, it's just one of those games. She was so emotional and she was so hurt that we had to really kind of, give her hugs. And it got to a point where I had to yell at her in the training room. I had to find something to be mad at so she can know that she's not out of the game and out of the raft of Jack. And I think that got her to really like, what the heck? I'm not even playing. Well, I guess Coach see me still. And when you see your kids, they become. And she was so ready to get out there and embark on this opportunity. We didn't know what was going to take place, but one thing I do know is that she's been with us for 3 years, and she knows how to play the game through the big. And other ones can watch her now and really try to emulate her. I thought Verjao did a tremendous job today as well. And, and you can't say enough about this kid named Georgia Woolley. She's going to give you every ounce of her being. So thank you so much for staying with us, and go Orange.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.